Today I'm going to show you how I set up my iPad home screen using iPadOS15. Since I mostly use my iPad for work and digital art, this layout is made specifically to help boost productivity and creativity. I wanted it to look super aesthetic while limiting distractions so that my iPad can work with me instead of against me. This is what my iPad screen looks like at the moment. Cute, but pretty basic. I'm going to begin by setting the wallpapers. For my lock screen, I have already downloaded this lovely artwork from an artist known as Moon Factory. I'll put the link in the description if you would like to check it out or download it too. For my home screen, I have another image already saved. It's actually a zoomed in part of the same artwork that I've used for the lock screen, but I tweaked it a little bit for my own personal use. And I'm pretty happy with how that looks. Next, I'm going to start moving around the apps. I want to keep things pretty simple, ideally with only one main page. FYI, I'm not so strict when it comes to my phone or my laptop, but since this device is where I do all of my work, I want to set up my iPad in the same way as I would a little art studio or a home office. I want it to be clean and functional. To begin, I'm going to put some of the apps that I don't use as frequently into a little folder on my dock. These are mostly entertainment and personal banking apps, so I don't need them cluttering up the main page. I think I'm going to label this folder as Other Apps. Now for the most exciting part, setting up the widgets. I want it to be super aesthetic and functional at the same time. To add a new widget, you can just hold your finger anywhere on the home screen and this should bring up the menu. For my first widget, I want to make it a medium smart stack, meaning that you can scroll to view multiple different widgets. To start, I'm going to remove the default widgets so that I can add in my own. I also want to turn off widget suggestions and smart rotate so that it doesn't display random widgets, as I just prefer to have full control over this. You'll see me doing this with basically all the smart stacks that I create. Now I'm going to add a clock widget from an app called Flip Clock, and I'm choosing the design that has both the time and the calendar view because I think that's quite helpful. I actually want to keep the reminders widget that's already here in this smart stack, but I'm going to edit it so that it's linked to today's reminders instead. And yeah, that's it for the first one. Next, I'm going to add a small widget linked to a mood tracker app called Emo. With this app, you get to choose an emoji to represent how you feel that day, and I really like how the widget displays it on your homepage. I think it's super cute and aesthetic. For the next one, I'm adding another small widget linked to a daily journaling app called Stoic. This app gives you different self-reflection routines to complete in the morning and in the evening, so I want the widget to be able to access my routines quickly and easily. In the middle, I want to create a large widget that displays an image with an inspirational quote that I made. So for this, I'm using the widget from an app called Widgetsmith, which allows you to add custom widgets to your home screen. As you can see, I struggled a lot to get the apps in the right orientation, but we got there eventually. Now I'm going to go back and actually make this widget a smart stack too. If I hold down and pull up the widgets menu again, I can find the next widget that I want, which in this case is the mail app. Then I can literally just drag the widget from here and drop it on top of the other widget, and now it's a smart stack. Next, I'm just toggling off the settings and changing the mailbox that the widget is linked to. I want to go for a symmetrical look, so I'm going to mirror the widgets on this side. For the medium widget on top, I'm going to link to the app Tweak. This is my daily planning app, and the widget allows me to get a preview of my main tasks for the day, which is super helpful. I'm also going to add another widget from the Files app and turn this into another smart stack. I want this one to link to my YouTube video scripts, so I'm going to change the folder location so that I can access them all easily. Then I'm adding another small batteries widget so that I can easily see the battery status of my iPad and other connected devices. And finally, the last widget I'm creating is from an app called MD Clock. This is a digital clock app that also has these really cute animated 8-bit characters that you can add to your home screen. I saw this recommended by Janice Studies here on YouTube, and I couldn't resist having it on my own iPad. Here I chose the character called Tangbao. I want this final widget to be another smart stack that linked to the Forest app. Forest is a productivity timer app that allows you to track your focus time by planting trees. To finish up my home screen, I'm rearranging the remaining apps that are on the main page, putting them in order of which ones I use the most. This next part is mostly for the heck of it, but I wanted to fully customize my widget dock too. I begin by adding a medium widget with series suggested apps, followed by a small widget that links to my most recently played Spotify playlist. Then I'm adding another small reminders widget this time linking it to my scheduled reminders so that I can see what's coming up next. For inspiration, I'm adding a quote widget that is from the journaling app Stoic that I mentioned earlier. And for pure aesthetics, I'm adding another medium Widgetsmith widget with more of Moon Factory's beautiful artwork. At the bottom here, I stumbled across a focus breathing widget again from the app Stoic, which I thought was pretty cool. I thought it could serve as a nice reminder to take a deep breath when things get stressful. And that's it for this little iPad setup walkthrough. This is the final result. If you would like to hear more in-depth details about the apps that I have on my iPad and what I use them for, I have another video already up on my channel that you can check out if you want to. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a beautiful week. Bye!